Hi everyone. Today is February 7th, 2011. It is about 9:30. The reason that you are seeing my face so close up, and the reason that you are seeing my ugly face, because it doesn't look very good today, and I'm about to go to bed right after this video, and the reason that you might be able to not hear me very well is because normally I am supposed to go to sleep at this time, and I already almost made a video, and then my dad was like, "Why are you still on the phone?" Not in a bad way, of course. Just because, I should go to sleep because I have to get up really early every day, as I've already mentioned in previous videos. Anyways, there are several significances to February 7th, 2011, so I would like to point them out. The first thing is, well, not the first thing, but one thing is that yesterday was the Super Bowl. The 45th Super Bowl between, well, not the 45th Super Bowl between these two people, but it's the 45th Super Bowl, and it was between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Pittsburgh Steelers lost. And they lost 25-31, which isn't that bad. And if you think about it, if they scored only one touchdown, they would have won the game. But that's beyond the point, because apparently it just wasn't in them, and they just couldn't do it, and whatnot. So, my opinions on football are something like that of most of the world. I think football is a rather dumb game, where lots of men, dressed in really tight clothing, are crashing into each other, and for some reason it makes a lot of money and a lot of people enjoy watching it. I don't really understand why. It is also for some reason an American tradition, which is another thing I never understood, even though I am American. And when I say I am American, I really mean I am American, not like I just happen to be an American citizen. And yes, I am Chinese. Well, I'm Taiwanese, but whatever. I'm Chinese, I understand that, but I'm still American. I have grown up in America my entire life, and I understand that the Super Bowl is an American tradition. It was only yesterday that I really understood this, because yesterday, for the first time, I watched kind of more than half of the Super Bowl, since I watched most of the halftime show, and I watched to the end. And it wasn't like, oh yay, football, but I was like, I actually care who wins. And then I was really sad when the Steelers won. So if anyone mentions to me how the Green Bay Packers win, I will be angry. Not really, but if you mention that the Green Bay Packers won, I'll just give you a mean face and be like, why? Why do you mention this? You're a horrible person. Anyways, in other news, today is February 7th, 2011, which means that it is one of my best friends, who goes by KittyBerry108 on YouTube. It is her birthday today. She is turning, or rather, she is now 16, which means that she is old enough to drive, but not that she will drive, because she hasn't had time to take driving lessons, because, like all Asians, just kidding, I am not a racist. Okay, maybe a little, but I'm not going to be racist in this video. Maybe. Anyways, she is too busy to go out and get driving lessons, etc., etc. Also, I am taking a Chinese class right now online, and do not judge me. Just because I am Chinese does not mean I speak Chinese, and I'm taking Chinese online just because I'm good at Chinese, because I'm not. Like I said, I grew up in America. I speak English. It is my basically only language because I cannot read or write Chinese, and I can only speak very rudimentary Chinese, like those really annoying people in the supermarkets and stuff who are Spanish or Chinese, and you're like, what the heck are you saying? I don't understand you. Yeah, that would be me in Chinese. So, honestly, you can't judge me. Anyways, there's this girl in my Chinese class online. Her name is Megan Robinson. Her birthday is today, and she's also turning 16. So I'd also like to wish her a happy birthday. And also, it is exactly 1 week until Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is significant for a couple of reasons. First of all, it is a holiday. I don't think it's it's not a national holiday because we still have school on that day, which automatically means it's not a national holiday. That's something that I somehow learned from my dad because he just told us that once when we were talking about how Halloween was a holiday. I mean, technically it's a holiday, but it's not a national holiday, so it doesn't count as a really, really, really special holiday, although that might offend some people. Valentine's Day is still a nice holiday. Don't get offended. Okay, I should stop doing that. I don't really care if people get offended that much. So, I guess I'll just shut up about offending people. Okay, so Valentine's is significant because, obviously, you get to send flowers to people and tell them you love them and stuff on Valentine's Day. It's also significant because in Shrewsbury, There's a couple who owns a little Kumon Learning Center. If you don't know what a Kumon Learning Center, you should go look it up. And just so you know, once again, don't judge me. I have never taken Kumon. I just worked there, and they are very nice people who own this place. Anyways, the woman who was married to the man that owns Kumon, her birthday is on Valentine's Day. And therefore, I'd like to wish her a happy birthday as well, even though she probably won't ever watch this video. But everyone who knows about Kumon, and or who knows about the Shrewsbury Kumon, will understand how my wishes are, well-meant and whatever. And lastly, I would like to mention Peter Chow and his Cantonese accent, which is not Chinese, it is Cantonese, and therefore he should not use it. See? This is not Chinese, this is Cantonese. Anyways, like I said, one of my best friend's birthdays is today. She's Chinese, so she was telling me about Chinatown and whatnot because she lives in Boston. She was telling me how a lot of people in Chinatown are Cantonese, and therefore when they see her, they talk to her in Cantonese, even though she's not Cantonese, and she doesn't understand, because she doesn't speak Cantonese, because even though Cantonese is a dialect of Chinese, we can't understand it. So, in conclusion to that slight rant, Cantonese is different from Chinese, and Chinese people and Cantonese are different, so don't judge. When you hear people going ching chang tong on the street, don't automatically assume that it's Chinese. I bet you it's probably Cantonese, because Cantonese sounds more than that than Chinese. And that whole squinty-eyed thing is Japanese people. Oh, that would be being racist. Anyways, I do honestly believe that Japanese people have pointier eyes than Chinese people, and that Chinese people sound less like Peter Chow, blah blah blah. I don't really know what to say that would be in a Peter Chow accent, so I can't say anything. Oh, Kung Pao Chicken is not Chinese, it's Cantonese. And therefore, you people should stop doing that, because I find it annoying. I don't mind if you're racist to me and Asian peoples, or rather Chinese peoples. Just be racist in a way that makes sense. You can make fun of me for using chopsticks, because I use chopsticks. But I don't sound like this. And also, even my parents don't sound like this. Don't get me wrong, my dad has a really good English accent. In fact, he hardly has a Chinese accent at all when he speaks in English. But my mom has a Chinese accent, and she still doesn't sound like that. At all. So, don't do that. And yeah, that's all for now. So, I don't even know what kind of accent I'm talking in right now, but that's okay, cause it doesn't matter. Just know that it's not a Chinese accent, it's some weird Peter Chow imitation that's really bad, and something else there I think, but I can't tell what it is. So, goodbye for now. Bye.